Men of Reddit, what is one non-sexual thing you love about girls? They regularly go out with their buddies and validate the living shit out of each other. Seriously. Male compliments are so rare I've mistaken a few as jokes or insults. One female friend goes out of her way to give everyone a compliment at her house parties. It's nice. Getting a hug and a whiff of freshly washed hair. Much nicer than hugging your dog and having it smell of poo. They smell great all day. My GF will put on perfume in the morning and still smells it at the end of the day. And then there's me, M17, where if I don't shower every 2 hours, my mom will say I smell like something died. It's the fapping. Yes, we can smell it. They're much better at impromptu, casual conversation in general than men are. I used to be terrified of girls. Then I realized you don't have to have game for them to want to talk to you. In fact, they just want to be talked to like the normal people that they are. I don't even mean I like taking to women in a flirtatious way. I just love girl talk in general. This is actually really valid. I'm a dude with some common guy characteristics. But unless you're one of my close male friends, I'm generally much more comfortable talking to women as a general rule. It's a bit of a stereotype, but they are more prone to talk ideas and not just information. And if guys do talk ideas, it's too often them aggressively talking at you. Sorry Daryl, I don't care to have a 20-minute exchange about grass seed. How they show their excitement so much more than dudes. And even show excitement when it's like small stuff. I had a friend, Cynthia, who on the first day back from spring break sees me and sitting in the cafeteria and immediately started screaming my name and running towards me. I didn't stand up immediately, so she starts yanking on my chair, despite me being twice her weight. And once I stand up, she gives me a big hug while still squealing with joy. She hadn't seen me in a week. That's it. It's genuinely one of my favorite memories because her just seeing me made her so happy and excited. So that's what it's like to have someone genuinely excited to see you. Well, shit, their diversity of style. I'm actually kind of jealous they have so many options available and most girls I know take full advantage. How excited they get to have a dress with pockets. It's adorable. I also used to really like when we'd all get together and style each other's hair. I love to hear a woman in the home singing. It sounds like a happy home. My wife cannot carry a tune to save her life. She's just not good at it. But when she's happy, she sings to herself around the house. I love hearing it because it's how I know she's in a good mood and it just warms my heart. This entire comment section is honestly so wholesome. I'm not attracted to girls. But one thing I always like is how happy they seem after you compliment them. Monsieur, they always smile, say thank you, and it's just a really nice moment. Be it their dress, makeup, hair or whatever, they always seem happy to know that someone appreciates the effort they have put in. My friend noticed I lost weight and I was so freaking happy. Thank you for freaking noticing. The little touches in passing. A hand on my back as she walks by. My wife passed away in March and I had no idea what these little gestures meant to me until now. I'm sorry for your loss, dear. I hope you find some peace. You don't think about how one might miss those super tiny gestures. When she gets super excited about a thing and tells me all about it. Fuck, I love it when anyone gets excited about anything. It seems to be rare you get to see someone's true excitement about a passion get expressed. People are too afraid of what's cool or not or what others think. Women are generally more understanding and provide better levels of empathy than men. With a lot of the men I know, admittedly through working and participating in sports the first 2/3 of the life I've lived, it's suck it up, princess, whereas women want to get to the root of the problem and work on finding the right solution. There's more topics I can talk about with the monsieur. Most guys I know just want to talk about sports. Can come for monsieur literally right after I read this. A text from my girlfriend popped up saying, "Wanna see my carrots?" Followed by a picture of sliced carrots. That's incredibly cute. Good lord, there isn't a single topic on earth that interests me less than sports. And it's literally all my coworkers ever want to talk about. I tried so hard to get into it. Watching local games, playing fantasy football, and it is simply the biggest waste of time I can think of. Ponytail and glasses. I'm a dude, don't call out my key features, LMAO. They said non-sexual. Tits then. Comforting hugs. In general, I find them much easier to talk to than dudes. There's a subtext with guys in the majority of our conversations where we're trying to outdo each other. With girls, I feel like we're actually talking about what we're talking about. These are well-studied conversation rituals that emerge in very young children. Boys will one-up each other, often to the point of complete absurdity as a game. My dad has $1 million. Well, my dad has 100 million. Oh yeah? My dad is Batman. Girls' ritual involves finding similarities and parallels among each other. My favorite animal is a zebra. Me too. I also like bunnies. Bunnies are my second favorite. Quote, I'm studying linguistics and this was actually something we touched upon. There's lots of studies in how men and women treat conversations differently. On a spectrum, of course. Based on our upbringing, men tend to subconsciously treat conversation more as something that needs to be won, or a game that needs to be played. Women tend to subconsciously treat it like teamwork, as evolutionally that would provide the best means of survival. They smell great most of the time. How accepting many of them are of girly guys when other men shun them, monsieur. I would never shun a man for being girly. They're all the more fun to be around. Normally I'm insecure with relationships and I met a girl that comprehends my feelings and always make me feel safe, and that's the best heartwarming non-sexual thing I've ever felt. Asked my BF. Answer was adorable. I love how happy you girls can be for each other's achievements. When I hear things like, "You go girl," it makes me smile. Since I'm bisexual I can answer this as well. What I find adorable is all the different hairstyles. I mean, a girl can wear a ponytail or a bun in like a million different ways. Something I, as a woman with long hair, have never been able to quite grasp, recreate or half-ass attempt. I can hardly manage a braid. Same. I can't really do a bun myself because I have long, super thick hair. It just doesn't cooperate. But I can do maybe 3 different styles and it works. I'm so jealous of girls who have a million different styles and a million different ways to do each one and make it look good. My husband likes braids and will actually braid my hair sometimes, and he just goes cute when he's done. Lol. I'm a queer woman. I love how we can say, "I love you," to each other without seeming weird. Even if I'm queer, I hate how if I said it to a male friend, even if I have a girlfriend, it's automatically weird. Also, long hair. I feel like men can say a genuine "I love you" too. It just takes a lot of alcohol. But those are the best kind of "I love you," in my opinion. For some reason I have more girlfriends than boyfriends. It's weird because I didn't plan it and I used to be a really awkward teenager and see them as belonging to another species altogether. Anyway, that being said, if you remove everything sexual, I can now honestly say that I find no differences between the two. We trash talk the same with both gender. We openly talk about our personal, professional and sexual problems. Both gender can be as smart or as stupid, as kind or as mean. I have finished wasted with both gender, and I also might or not have exposed my genitals just to get a laugh with both, and they've done the same. We are different, so we don't have the same problems, but the same can be said about any issue between people. We also have different interests in life, but not that much. It's more a question of how close you are to a person than their gender. Okay, I have a lot of female friends too, and am pretty open and normal with them for pretty much everything. But if I flashed my genitals, that would not go over very well. I don't even show my genitals to dudes. What kind of friends do you have, lol? They weigh less, which means they're easier to pick up when they call an ambulance. I take it you work in EMS. It's not my full-time job, but yes. Nice. I work fire, but we run on a few EMS calls. I hate lift assist calls, lol. High emotional maturity earlier relative to boys. Of course there are exceptions, but overall I'd say it's accurate. Their perseverance. Nevertheless, she persisted. They can pick up when I'm bummed out and will ask me about it. How everything they do seems to be damn near magical. Their cuteness. Sweet loving companion. It's like a huge cushion bag thing that they use to save people from falling from high places. When their first reaction to seeing you is to smile, even if it is 100% platonic. Most women seem to be more willing to listen to you vent about your feelings, which is nice when you're a guy and other men don't normally care as much about your feelings. Overall, they seem to be naturally better at caregiving. Not saying guys can't take care of the young or sick or even each other, but it seems to be second nature for girls, and I love that. I mean, it's social conditioning, not natural, but still cute thing to get fuzzies over. As a woman, I fully believe it's a function of biology. Nothing in the way my parents raised me conditioned me to be a caregiver, but it was always a factor in how I related to others. And I was a pretty introspective kid. It made the transition to motherhood pretty seamless. I feel. It's not just parents though. Women being caring mothers is a larger societal expectation. So even if your parents didn't actively raise you this way, you probably had outside influence through school and things like movies and books. Tons of women don't naturally love babies or find the transition to motherhood seamless. Though, not saying some personalities aren't more inclined for caring, but caregiving is still a learned skill. As a woman, I would rather die than be pregnant or have kids. So that'd be odd. Does that mean I'm not fully functioning? Heavy sarcasm, by the way. Don't mean to sound dickish. Just pointing out that not everybody shares that experience. I was raised with a lot of societal expectations and have been constantly questioned. Not by family but by literally everybody else, due to my choice of sterilizing myself the second I turned 25. Youngest age you can choose to get the procedure done without medical cause in Sweden. I'm glad you made that transition so seamlessly. I hope you get all the live enjoy and snuggle your kiddos as much as you can. But that is, as stated above, too, anecdotal and not necessarily backed by statistics or sociological, biological studies. The number of yolks in an egg you buy at the grocery store is 1. Sometimes, a genetic farming anomaly will occur and you will get one with 0, 2, or more yolks. Does this mean that eggs don't have one yolk? No, it means that some eggs are outliers and due to abnormalities don't assume the normal form of an egg. The number of toes on a human is 10. Sometimes, a human is born with 11, 9, or another number. Does this mean that humans don't have 10 toes? No, it means that there are abnormal cases that don't properly assume the correct number. Do female humans naturally have a tendency to be caretakers of children? That's a more complicated question, but your own personal anecdote is irrelevant. You may just be an abnormality not representative of the normal form of a woman. To be clear, I agree that almost all gender norms are socially trained, but you yourself being an outlier doesn't matter. Everything, they're awesome. I'm a girl and you just cheered me up, so thank you. Men are also awesome, smiley face. Most of them do their homework and actually send me their solutions if I ask them. Is your kindest shit ever. Femininity. You're all so cute and often have no idea. Ah, this is the most wholesome one I've read so far. I can't say for all women, but my wife, when we first started dating, she was kind of timid and not exactly comfortable in her own skin. But over the years, she's changed into this fantastic, confident, take no bullshit, goddamn queen, and I've never loved her more. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.